Hey guys, and welcome to another 4 Minute Fridays. As you probably know, these are never 4 minutes, but they are on a Friday. So I think I just called it 4 Minute Fridays because 4 minutes rhymes with Friday. I don't know, one or the other. I'm back here at Burgh Hill Golf Club, and I've been answering a few more questions, which seems to be the theme at the moment for the Fridays. I don't know what they'd be, tips, let's call them. And this one is from Padraig McLaughlin and Harut. And between them, those guys were saying if you've got any tips on the mental side of the game, which I'm going to dig a little more deeper into over the coming weeks. But Harut was saying about any tips on pre-shot routines. And pre-shot routines are absolutely crucial. So we're going to run through what you need to do before you hit a golf ball right now. So let's just say, hypothetically, that this is the first tee shot of your round. You've been on the range, you've warmed up, you're hitting it okay, you're hitting it pretty good, you're pretty happy with yourself, and you walk onto your first tee. How do we get over, firstly, the first tee nerves? And secondly, how do we notify our body to hit a great golf shot? And this is what you should do. Don't mess about on the tee. We want to get this over and done with as quick as possible. The longer you take over a shot, the least chance you have of hitting a decent golf shot. That has actually been proven on tour. I can't remember who did the stats, but put it down below if you know who it was, and we'll all go and check it out again. But they did say that the longer you take, the worse it basically is. So we'll do a front on angle here. Now what I suggest is you do this, what I'm about to do now, every single time you hit a golf shot, even putting, chipping, the whole lot. Okay, so we're going to look from behind the ball. We've got our target already that we're going to aim at. Let's just say that you've already chose your target. I've got my target just the right hand side of the fairway there. I'm picking a tiny little bit of grass in front of my ball somewhere, which is absolutely on line with that target. You've seen Justin Rose do that. That's what he's doing. He's looking for a target on his line. So you can do that if you like, if you want to look like Justin Rose, but for everybody else, just have a little look in front and see exactly that little spot there that we're going to line up to. Okay, so I'm going to move in now. I'm going to put my club behind the ball, and it's going to line up perfectly with, I've not even looked up yet, because I know that spot is exactly where I want to aim, because I've looked from behind. And at this point now, my shoulders, my hips, my feet, we're all parallel to this imaginary set of train tracks that are zooming off to our target. Okay, now all we're going to do now is we're going to take one little step to the left with a driver. This changes with each club, and a large step to the right. And what that's now done, you can get comfortable, but what that has now done is it's made my feet, my knees, my hips and my shoulders all parallel to this imaginary train track that's going at the target. And the other thing it did when I took the small step and the large step is it put the ball in exactly the right position for that to be the correct stance for a driver. Because if I didn't do that and I came wandering in and thought, oh, I'm going to hit it down the middle somewhere, and we've all seen those guys and they're coming in and they're getting like this, all of a sudden our target line's that way, our feet are going that way, our shoulders are going this way because we want to look at it, and there's no way of hitting a good golf shot from there. Okay, so the only way of hitting a good golf shot is being parallel and swinging down that target. So we'll do it again. I'll look from behind, I'll find my little spot, there it is. I'll put my club, now it's dead easy for my club to get leveled up to that target. Okay, so that's perfect, no problems. You can take a little look up there, but you don't need to. Then, we're at this point now. We take a little step to the left, big step to the right, and then we're absolutely square now to hit this golf shot at that target. So now all we're gonna do, I usually check my grip, make sure I feel my back is nice and loose, maybe with a little wobble. Look up once. And hit your shot. It's as easy as that. You can all do it. It's really easy to do. But the main aim, even when you get flustered, is to do it every single time. So as you can imagine, there's absolutely no coincidence why every single one of the world's best golfers, amateur or professional, always have a regular, consistent pre-shot routine. They do it over every shot if you watch them. It might be a little tug of the trousers, it might be maybe a couple of waggles to get themselves into a set routine, a little bit like Mick Folder used to do back in the day. But all these are sort of triggers for the body to release that swing and that golf club that we've already practiced through the golf ball with confidence and consistency. It's crucial. Now what I've added to it is obviously the foot position to give yourself a good position for the ball, and also to give you an idea of your checking your shoulders, your hips and your feet. Make sure you're aiming at the target. This will help loads of golfers straight away if you did it. So it doesn't look stupid, actually looks pretty cool because it's a pre-shot routine. Walk from behind, check out the your line. Just a quick look, you don't have to make a big meal of this. You're just looking from behind, you're looking for your spot. You get your spot, get up to it, making sure the ball's centered, and from that point you can decide if you're hitting an iron or if you're hitting a wood, how far the step is to the left and how far the step is to the right. Dead easy, you're set up square, just swing the club. Even when you're on the range, you know, do exactly the same thing. You don't have to go behind every golf ball because you already know from the mat you're on, or maybe you've got your alignment sticks, you already know that you're set up correct and the ball position's fine when you're on the range. That's why we do it on the golf course, from behind. But if you get used to that habit, it just becomes a natural routine. I do it and I don't even know I do it. So it's a really great thing to get into, and there's no physicality to it. Everyone can do it, so just do it. You're gonna look cool and you're gonna be a much better golfer. At least you're gonna set up square every time. Anyway, let's hit this wedge shot and I'll show you me doing another one. Stand from behind, it's this quick. I'm looking at my target. I've seen my dot, there's my dot. Aim my club up. I usually just rest it on the floor there so I don't dictate it and move it around. My feet are together, everything's square. One to the left, one to the right. Set up. Oof, it's all over it. There's absolutely no reason for you guys not to do this every time. And over a year, I guarantee you, it will save you shots. Guarantee you. So don't step in and out of it. You've got to keep doing it and keep being consistent each time. That gives you a little idea. Now you can work on your own pre-shot. I like this one because it sets up our position of the ball in kind of relative to where we're aiming. And I think that is super important. I've hit that well close actually, so I'm gonna show you that shot. I'll leave the camera running, do a little bit of waffle. There you go. Oh, I'll take that. That was a good one. I thought I'd show you because, you know, if you hit a good shot, got to show off a bit, haven't you? Once in a while. That just proves it works. There you go. As far as I'm concerned, it's the only thing that we have like a tangible grasp over when we're hitting our golf shots. You can set up as well as Tiger Woods. How about that? Your pre-shot routine can be as solid as Brooks Koepka, you know, and that is the basis of every single golf shot that we hit. It is the start of it. It is the trigger of the golf shot. It's our posture. It's our alignment, our ball position. And also it signifies to our brain that we're about to hit our golf shot, as we normally would, nice and relaxed. There's one thing that you can forget, and the more good shots you hit like it, the more your body will be like, oh I see, we're in play mode, just swing, and we're away. I'm not going to say you're going to play every week like Dustin Johnson, but you are going to eliminate a big factor from your golf, in that you're going to be set up straight and your body and your mind is going to be free to hit the golf shot. Cool. You do also want a pre-shot routine with putting. It's another little crucial thing. It's surprising how many people do have one. Little kind of ideas, what they do, maybe which angle they look at the putt, maybe how they set up to it. But you do really want to try your best to make it consistent, and then you've got, again, your best chance of holing that putt, being relaxed over the putt. And there's lots of different tips and techniques. Check out my putting coach's channel, Ollie Lee. He's got, I'll link it up there somewhere. He's got loads of nice putting tips, coaching tips just for putting. And go over there and check out some bits and pieces, some nice games and some skills tests, etc. That's good fun. But for now, I'm going to say, I'm going to do the same thing. I've looked at my putt, I've made sure that I know which direction it's coming from. I'll stick you down here. Now, I'm not sure what you're going to be able to see from down there, but I would, with my putting, I like to have a little look at it as quick as I can, because I hate playing slow. It just starts making me think about hitting shots, and I just rather just get on and swing it. So with this one, I'll probably look at it from one side, maybe two sides. Sometimes I do the aim point thing, but what I do is, again, I look from behind, I look at my little spot, and I imagine that little spot it's going to go through and what pace it needs to go through at for it to break into the hole. I line up the line on the back of my putter with the spot itself, and if you notice, I got my feet together once again, and then I open my feet up, get myself comfortable. I know that I'm at least square now to this target, and then I look at it usually twice, and then miss it just on the right. But anyway, I think you get my idea. It's all about setting up and being square to the target. It's another little point that we can eliminate, and then also with a couple of looks, maybe 2 or 3 looks, you'll get yourself to a natural position. But don't let the rigor mortis set in. Don't stand over that putt for ages thinking about how many different ways you can miss it. Just set yourself up square, read the putt, bang it in the back of the hole. It's easy as that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Tuesday. Any more questions, hit me up down below. That sounds good. Any more questions, hit me up in the comment section down below, and I'll answer as many as I can and give you a shout out. Cheers, guys.